Hey guys, SFP here, and welcome to another episode of my FIFA career mode for DC United. Now, I actually just came from watching. I guess not just came from watching. Technically, I just watched the DC United versus Galaxy game, and what a game! Especially at the last few minutes of the game, it was really exciting, and I'm glad that DC United finally got the win. I was highly doubting that they would actually beat the LA Galaxy, even if they were at home. But I guess noticing the fact that it is international season, or not season, but it's like an international break where friendlies are happening. The Galaxy were actually a bit weak, and they didn't have their captain Robbie Keane, and they didn't have Jesse's artist among their top goalkeeper, which is Jaime Pinedo. So it was a weakened Galaxy team, and DC did deserve to win. They had a lot more opportunities than their opponent, and frankly, it should have been a bigger. It should have been by a bigger margin. But I'll take the win either way. Anyways, going here, talking about another a derby here. We got the Atlantic Cup, which I believe is the second game we have here. If I'm not mistaken, we actually beat the New York Red Bulls last time, so hopefully we'll be able to repeat that story and have a clean sweep of this Atlantic Cup. Anyways, here we go with our starting 11, which has been consistent throughout most of the game. I don't think I've made any changes, although I might be putting in Perry Kitchen in the starting 11 pretty soon in the A team. And here we go off. And we start off great here with a nice quick goal by, I want to say Silva, but I'm not sure. And yes, it is Luis Silva. What a nice uncontested. He wanted it more, and that's how it got into the net. Oh, poor Armando. I think that's Armando. I'm not quite sure, actually. Luis Robles isn't happy, obviously. Anyways, guys, that's Luis Silva's third goal of the season. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I don't seem to have a clear-cut goal scorer. Most of the team seems to shift that responsibility here and there, and I think Luis Silva has, from what we saw, Luis Silva has three. I believe Eddie Johnson and what's his name, Fabi has four at the moment. So the responsibility is obviously being shared here. Here we go with a corner kick. I'm not. Hopefully, I'll be able to get something off here. I know it's a nice save by Robles. A nice calm save. Anyways, New York has been doing really well this season. And a nice goal there by, I want to say, Spindola. So that's Spindola. That should be Spindola's fourth, I'm not mistaken. And what a nice goal right there in the corner. And like I was saying before, New York this season has been playing relatively well. I think they've won once and they've tied twice, I want to say. Well, no, they didn't tie twice. They're actually winning. If I'm not mistaken, they're actually winning right now against the Columbus Crew. So if they manage to pull that off away from home, that would be really impressive. Jesse Marsch has been a great asset to the team at the moment. And like I said in previous videos, uh, and by what I mean previous videos, I mean my SFP soccer channel, that I think that they've upgraded the coach by switching to Jesse Marsch, because I mean there's no disputing that Jesse Marsch is a better coach than Mike Petke. However, I did question whether he would be a better fit for the team than Mike Petke, and at the moment that seems to be the case. They're a revamped team with a new identity, and Jesse Marsch, I think, is the right choice at the moment. Bearing in mind, I know a lot of New York fans are disappointed with the whole firing of Mike Petke. But let's face it, Mike Petke has had some blunders here that I guess would merit him being fired. And I know some of you guys might be saying it. I'm just saying it because I'm a DC United fan. But even Ben Olsen, I would admit, has done certain things that would merit him being sacked. But at the moment, he's continuing his job. I think he's done more positive than negative, but someday or another, it's gonna catch up to him. Anyways, that's a nice calm save by Robles again, and I think this is how the game will end. The game will end 2-0, and this is our second victory here for the Atlantic Cup, and that means that we basically won the cup because there's only 3 meetings against rivals, and I've won 2 out of the 3, so that automatically gives us the cup. As you can see there, I'm in third place at the moment, and Luis Silva's thanking us for giving him an opportunity to play. And next we have, let's see here. Oh, Michael Farfan wants to discuss wages. I guess we'll have to do that right now just to take care of it, so we don't have any distractions, and so he doesn't feel insecure or unhappy with us. And he's basically almost getting it doubled. Oh, and I think, oh, okay. Did I do it? I think I did. Oh, wait, no. I forgot I actually had to restructure my budget because I didn't have enough money to actually increment his wages there. Now I can put it to 9,000. And I'm going to keep a squad rotation because I I'd rather have them expect less of a role. That way they aren't unhappy with me. That way everyone remains happy, and I'll be able to use uh, the players I have to my liking, and I won't be shackled, so to speak, with the decisions I make on my team. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm going with my B team here against Raw Salt Lake in Rio Tinto Stadium, which would in real life would probably be a horrible idea, but since this is FIFA, I'm pretty sure I can manage here. Anyways, as for Raw Salt Lake this season has been interesting. Jeff Kassar, I'm not quite sure how I feel about him. He was, if I remember correctly, he was an assistant coach for Jason Kress for a while. And the first year, he kind of implemented the same style that Jason Kreis had, and that makes sense. You kind of want to transition a team, and having them change formation, change identity off the bat may not be the best idea, especially coming from a first-time head coach. Although now he's starting to implement his own ideas, his own tactics. They've kind of, I don't want to say abandoned, but they kind of ventured out with new formations, particularly the 4-3-3, which seems to be in style at the moment. I think Sporting Kansas City is still using it, but I could be wrong about that. But anyways, and like I said, there's the diamond that they're not using at the moment. But I honestly think that the 4-3-3 would benefit at least the roster that they have at the moment. I know Olmes Garcia would benefit a lot from it playing on the wing, and I know Joel Plata would as well. So who knows? Maybe this new formation will actually benefit them in the long run. But right now they're going through growing pains. They haven't been playing as well as many people would expect them to, and it's to be expected. What's not to be expected though is having Beckerman on the bench. That's just weird. How can you have their captain? How can they have their captain on the bench? That's just ridiculous. In real life, that wouldn't happen unless he's injured. But even then, it would have to be a horrible injury. And speaking about injuries, it looks like Luke Mulholland got a little knock there, and he's gonna have to be subbed off early in the game. Well, that's not good. Sabario's wide open, running alone, uncontested, and he's gonna pass it to Luis Gil. Luis Gil shoots, and it's just on the side there. Speaking about Luis Gil, this is Luis Gil's season to shine. I mean, the kid has been in the RSL system for, I want to say, 5 years. And he's made big leaps in previous seasons, but this particular season he actually needs to step it up a little more. Otherwise, I think he should probably switch teams because either he won't be the obvious starter for the team, and that will probably be because the system doesn't fit him. So either he fits the system or he's going to have to get out of there and find a team where he will actually be utilized to the best of his ability. Because I'm not sure he's a center midfielder. I'm pretty sure he's more of an attacking midfielder. And at the moment, Javier Morales is the owner of that position, and I don't see them switching anytime soon. Although they probably should, because Javi's getting up there in age, and I'm not sure how long he'll be able to keep up being a 90-minute player. And here we go with the first half. Here is over, and it's still 0-0. Not much to see here, and I'm going to make the obvious changes here. I'm going to put Jared Jeffrey in, and I'm going to put, I think, Martin as well for no. Do I? Yes, I do. And last, I'm going to put Michael Seaton. And here we go off for the second half. And Colin Martin passes it to Farfan. Farfan shoots. Oh, no. No go there. Well, Michael Seaton, and Michael Seaton loses the ball. Michael Seaton doesn't seem to have too much control, and that's not good. And a nice save there by, I want to say, Willis. And that's it for this game. That was a very short half. I forgot how much I edited it down, and I guess that means nothing really happened there. Let me see here. I went back down to 4th. That's not good. But what is good is that Michael Farfan accepted his contract, so we don't have to worry about him for a while, unless out of the blue he becomes unhappy and he's pondering other offers that he may be getting. And here for the last game of this video, we will be facing the Colorado Rapids, which is coached by the mustache of Pablo Mastroeni. If any of you guys have seen his mustache, it's pretty epic. It kind of looks like a barbershop quartet kind of mustache, that kind of style. Anyways, I'm still pondering what the decision was on Deshaun Brown being sold, and Chris Clute actually. I kind of like Chris Clute. I'm not sure why he's been traded or switched. I'm not sure what the situation was, but I thought he did pretty well, and I guess now they're just focusing on Dylan Powers at the moment. Anyways, here's my starting 11, which is the A team. Steve Birnbaum has been great. And speaking about Steve Birnbaum, he unfortunately got injured during the LA Galaxy game, and I'm not sure how long he'll be out. I hope it's a speedy recovery, though, because we will need him in these big matches coming up. And by big matches coming up, I actually just mean regular matches, because, I mean, it's the beginning of the MLS season. I don't think there are, or games shouldn't be considered big at the moment, especially at the beginning. Anyways, here we go with Eddie Johnson, who curls it, but does not hit his mark. Anyways, guys, here we go with nice header there by Luis Silva, but it's straight at Zach McMouth, who I think he's on loan, if I'm not mistaken, from the Philadelphia Union. Ooh, and a nice shot there, but it's not on target. Hey, speaking of Deshaun Brown, apparently he's still in the game here. Even though I think I'm pretty sure he got sold, which is what I was debating at the beginning of the video. Or of this game, I should say. But I'm not quite sure, because I thought he was one of Colorado's best players. Still a relatively young dude who had a lot of what's the word, opportunity to grow, I guess. And the first half here ends 0-0, which again is not much to see. As I told you guys at the very beginning of this career mode, I kind of suck actually, and I'm not afraid to say it. I'm still getting used to the system, which I think by now I will. And if you guys are wondering, I should record these videos ahead of time and then do the voice work after. So I can say with certainty that I do get better as these games progress. And to add some excitement there, Colorado manages to get one goal there. And that was actually a pretty amazing goal because I think Bill Hamid should have had that. It was on his side of the, or his near post there, and it shouldn't have slipped as easily as it did. And of course, it's Deshaun Brown. The irony in that, it's incredible there. Fabi Spindola to Kemp. Kemp to Kitchen. And Zach Bimeth passes it to Harrington. And the game is about to end. Could this be the last play? Bill Hamid puts the ball back to the game. And yes, that is the end of the game. DC United loses 1-0 here to the Colorado Rapids at home. And that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching, and make sure to tune in for the next video that should be up momentarily.